Welcome back. We've got Susie Luxinger here with us, and she graced us with her presence on the stage, sang a couple songs. You make me glad that I'm from Oklahoma when I hear you sing like that.
I hope I did. I hope I did. I love the everlasting hills of Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
Recently, the wonderful and great Oklahoman Clem McSpadden passed away.
Yes.
And that was one of his favorite songs. And so I was out of pocket. Paik was out of pocket. So Reba and a couple of, and my older sister Alice, and then a couple of Paik's girls came and sang that for him at his funeral.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
yep,
wonderful.
I told myself I want to put that on my new album.
He was a great man.
Yeah.
And I had an opportunity to interview him as well and put him in the Distinguished Oklahomans book.
That's right.
But
That's
tell
right.
us a little bit more about your show that you have and how we can tune in.
Okay. Well, if you have Dish or the satellite, either DirecTV or whatever, the Dish. I don't know. I'm just got it. So I didn't.
Dish Network.
First time in my whole life I've ever had Dish Network. I just put it in my house. But it's on like, I don't know, 2:31 or something. But it's on every Sunday afternoon at 4:30 Central Time, and then Monday nights at 8:30, and then Tuesday morning.
And you could just be anywhere.
Sure.
I mean, you could be shooting from Wyoming or Oklahoma.
That's right.
Or wherever.
Yeah, Oklahoma, Texas, Wyoming. We've gone up to Rapid City, South Dakota. So wherever I have my concerts, then Russ Weaver, my co-host, comes and meets us, and he does the preaching, and I do the singing.
That is great.
And we
now, don't you put clips of that on your website?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen a few of those on there.
Yeah, my website's there on the screen, SusieLuxinger.com.
Right. And so we need to go there and watch some of her concerts that she does all over the place. And you probably, no telling how far you've traveled. I mean, have you covered most of the states?
Well, most of them. I've gone to all four corners, you know, and
Really?
in between. Yes, yes. I've been to Florida this year, went to Pennsylvania, South Dakota, just this year so far.
Right.
So it's really fun.
What's coming up?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to Wichita Falls, Texas again in August. So I'm not exactly sure when these are going to be airing, but they can go to my website and find out where we're going to be.
And you really need to get put on your email list because I'm on an email list, and so I get to know what she's doing and where she's at all the time. So when it was time to start the Making It Happen show, I knew where
it was going to be, and you called me.
She could be here. Well, tell us about the upcoming CD, though. What's some of the songs?
Well, two of the songs that I sang today are on the CD. Also, I was sitting in front of my computer. As you know, some people out there may know that I was in a marriage for 26 years. And my husband and I had 3 wonderful children. But in the midst of all of us going into the ministry and singing and preaching and stuff, there was an underlying current of turmoil and abuse in our home. Finally, after 26 years, I just said, that's enough. I'm too old to cut the mustard anymore in this area here. I've got to cut loose because it was ruining my health, my well-being. I couldn't be myself in front of people, always covering what was going on at home. And so I filed for divorce in 2007. It was final in May of 2008. I was sitting in front of my computer one day, and I was thinking about words because the physical abuse had stopped in '95, but the emotional and the verbal abuse continued. And so I was sitting in front of my computer, and the old statement, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me," came through my mind, and I thought, oh, what a lie. That is such a bald-faced lie. And so I got to my computer, and I wrote it down, and then another line came to me, and it says, "They cut just like a knife, but leave no scar that you can see." And I wrote that down, and then I sent it to Reba, and I said, "Do you think this sounds enough like a song?" And she said, "I don't know. I'm not a songwriter. Send it to Autumn," who is Paik's, my brother's oldest daughter. And she's a songwriter in Nashville. And so she got it, and she said, "That sounds awesome. We'll get right on it."
Wow.
And so one of the songs that's on my album is called "Sticks and Stones," and that's the one that I wrote with Autumn.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a wonderful song. Wonderful
So
song.
it's going to be out here soon?
It is out.
Okay.
It's already out. It came out in November. I have a ladies' retreat down in Atoka, Oklahoma called Pamper Me, weekend.
Yes.
We have cosmetology students come in, the manicurists, pedicurists, and all that kind of stuff. We minister to the whole woman.
Oh, wow.
Shopping included.
I was going to come this last time,
well,
and I couldn't make it, but I need to shoot for that the next time.
So it came out right in time for our Pamper Me retreat. It's called Let Go, and they can order it on the website.
Now, I have heard that song. I think I heard the song's on the website, isn't it? Yeah,
yes,
I did hear
is.
that.
Yes,
That's wonderful. Oh, you're just doing so many incredible things. And,
well, thanks.
And, we love to have you. Is she not cute as a button? I mean,
my mama thinks so.
Your mama thinks so. Well, I know that, now I'm just going to mention Reba one time here.
Okay.
But I've told people as I've been telling that she's going to be on the show, that if you shut your eyes, you can't tell who's singing.
That's what people say.
So you've got a great thing going with your music, and God's just doing some great works within you. We just appreciate that you're out there doing what God's called you to do.
Well, I'm doing what God wants me to do, and I'm enjoying it. For the first time, I think, in all of my years of ministry, I'm enjoying it.
Now, are your children, are they getting involved in music?
No, not much. They've got their own lives. My oldest boy, EP, sells rock off the place. They're in southeastern Oklahoma. I'm living on the same place where we were all raised.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they brought me home as a baby to this house. We live there. He sells rock, has cattle. My daughter is a esthetician in Pasadena. She lives with Reba in Beverly Hills. Her name is Lou Casey. And then Samuel is a rodeo cowboy. He's a professional calf roper. He's 19.
Wow.
So,
So you've got a nice family and a nice career, and everything's just coming up roses, isn't
it? Yes, it is. It's a wonderful life. When I never thought, now I want to make this totally clear, I do not condone divorce. I want people to have a great marriage. But I want to tell people that it's not over if they have divorced. Right. God is not done with you. God will use you where you are. You just got to make yourself available to Him, and don't be ashamed of what's happened. Go on with God and go with His plan for you.
Right. That's a good word. That's a good word. I've got this book that I put out, just a few weeks ago, and called A Way Out. And just like there were so many years that I went through the abusive life, and I didn't really realize for a long time that I was even in an abusive relationship. I've told my children here lately that I'm so glad I'm not mentally ill anymore. I finally woke up and said it doesn't have to be that way. But when you're trying to serve God and you want to be the best that you can be, you want to be right where God wants you to be, then you kind of forget about yourself sometimes, don't you? And you just try to do what you can to fix things and make everything all right, when God's really wanting you to take care of you too.
Well, that's true, and to stand up for what is right.
Right.
And to say, this is wrong. I want to stand up. I want to make a stand for what's right.
Well, and you become a stronger person, don't you? You really, when you're free to be who you really are, and no more hiding, no more.
Exactly.
So thank you for sharing that part with us. I know sometimes it's not fun for us to just tell what's gone on in our life, but thank you so much for being on the show today. But I want to thank all of our viewers, and come back and join with us each week, and hear what the stories are of the different lives. And remember, it's never too late to restore your self-image.